Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 27. It's the first race of the chase. I apologize for the sporadic updates. My job's been, hectic over the past few weeks. But that's not going to stop me from doing this series. Today, 12 drivers begin the true journey to become the champion of this series. So, let's go ahead and get started here. Austin Spencer, who is one of the chase drivers, will be on the pole today, with Ryan Vaughn in second. Kiro and Merzlak chasers make up row 2. Two more chasers, Bledsoe and Carpenter, in row 3. Lamas, Lionheart, Cousins, Dalton, Craig McCorder, Bledsoe, Corbett, and Onesto, the top 15. Like I said, Spencer, Kiro, Merzlak, Bledsoe, Carpenter, Lamas, all chasers. Alan Bledsoe is also a chaser. Langton is the first chaser outside the top 15 in 16th, actually. Ravenhurst is in 18th. You got the Max in 22nd, Mullen in 24th, Riles in 27th. So we'll look down further back in the field. Looks like, actually I think that's it. Riles, Mullen, Max, Ravenhurst, Langton, Spencer, Kiro, Merzlak, Bledsoe, Brothers, Carpenter, and Lamas. Yeah, okay, that's it. Alright, 57 laps around this 2.66 mile long circuit.
To your car.
Actually, I had to switch over from arcade mode, which I usually do for Speedways, to simulation mode for this race because of the fact that cars are getting stuck in their pit stalls. I did a couple tests in simulation. That was not the case. Chasers, as you see, will have the green spoilers and windshield banners. Speaking of which, green flag is out. We are underway at Talladega as they race past the start and finish line. Vaughn actually got a good jump as they slowly build up speed around turns 1 and 2. It will take them a full lap to get up to speed. Spencer fighting back on the inside. Down the back straightaway they go now. $180 miles an hour down into turn number 3. Vaughn clear of Spencer going through turns 3 and 4. He will drop down in front of the 25. Very good start as we're already 3 wide. Carpenter up in that outside lane. At least 100,000 people on their feet as cars come flying by the start and finish line. Vaughn will lead lap to Bledsoe, second at the line. Lamas third now. He's looking to defend his championship after winning it solely by me ending the season early. Spencer now falling back farther in the field. Here comes Bledsoe now with a push from Craigo to 62. Craigo just missing out in the chase by 1 spot. Just 1 position last week. Either he gained or Bledsoe lost. Paul Bledsoe, that is, the guy in front of him. Would have been a difference between Craigo and Paul Bledsoe being in chase. And we actually have Matthew Steelman, last week's winner, leaving pit road. Must have had an issue at the start. He is already 2 laps down. Joseph Onesto now having a good run early on in this race. I know it's only lap 3, but whatever. As they race down the back straightaway. 3 wide for 5th place now. That's Chase Carpenter on the inside with a push from fellow chaser Joy Ravenhurst in the 47. Carpenter seemingly having brought a strong car today. He was your regular season champion However, he comes into this race third in points because it was chase points that determined the order of the chase grid. Onesto now side by side with Craigo, going through turn 1 on lap 4. Farther back, they are almost 4 wide. Looks like Merzlak almost got turned by Boston in the 13. Boston missing out on the chase despite having a win at our last Super Speedway race, Armory Digital. As there is an issue for the 3 of Lionheart, as he is slowing up the field, trying to get to the apron. He will, but that is going to break up the pack quite a bit as he actually slides back up in front of the field. That is going to cause some issues, as now Onesto to the lead. Hasn't had very much luck in his career in either the good old NARS days or here in the NSCA. Leading at Talladega now. Hendrick Power showing some muscle here today, with Lamas and Carpenter starting up towards the front, and now Onesto leading. Craigo still second. Ravenhurst now side by side with Bledsoe for third, with Jackie Tang having a decent run in early going here. Now side by side with Bledsoe for fourth, as the 49 of Zimmerman blows an engine and comes speeding down into pit road. That almost was Harry. He might have door slammed somebody trying to get into the apron. Ooh, he door slammed the 24 of Alan Bledsoe. And both the 3 and the 49 have header issues. So that is something to watch out for. One Toyota and one Chevrolet with header issues in this race. As now Ravenhurst goes into second with Tang in third. Here comes Carpenter now, Onesto's teammate, trying to take fourth away from the 62 Craigo. Small pack of about 12 cars now, or so. No, about 14 cars. Up here, up at the front, after some narrow dodging of the 3 and the 49. Tang now in second. Boston in third with a push from the 86 of Miller. So names you don't usually see up near the front are up in the top 4 now. So Boston now looks to take second away from Tang. Three wide now as Paul Bledsoe retakes third. Remember, if you are a chaser, winning a race does not automatically guarantee advancement to the next round. It's one of the several differences between my chase grid and NASCAR's playoff format. Whatever they call it. Playoff grid? I don't know. Bledsoe now in second with a strong move on Boston. We look to complete lap 8 now. Bledsoe trying to take the lead away from the 5 of Onesto. Leads at the line. That is going to be 2 bonus points, assuming he hasn't already led a lap. So that will certainly help him. He's actually last in the chase standings right now. So that is going to help him a little bit. Riles now taking third away from Onesto, entering turn 3 with a Ford teammate right behind him. Not necessarily a teammate, just a Ford teammate. Langton now showing some muscle early on in the going here. Taking 5th away from Onesto. Carpenter now side by side with his teammate. What happened to Lamas? Where is he? Down Bledsoe's damage, not helping him any. Both Kiros now running farther back in the pack. Lamas all the way back to 27th position. That is not good, as the pretty much the back half of the field has been single file and has caught the few cars that lost touch with the draft because of the 2 cars that blew headers earlier in this event. Paul Bledsoe continues to lead, but here comes Jackie Tang now for second on Alex Miller. Senwan Mahari might actually beginning to lose touch a little bit with the draft as the field rockets down the back straightaway. Ooh, some dicey racing farther back in the pack. The Sami Kiro works to try and get past Eugene Max and take the lead for this second pack, which starts at the 15th position. Jesse Dalton also missing out on the chase after spending most of the regular season outside the top 25. He's able to work his way up into the top 25 points though, but sadly still missed out on the chase. He's got Hunter Kiro right behind him. Hunter, surprisingly, with the fuel strategy at Richmond in race 5. At least I don't think he stopped in that race. Up front, battle for the lead. It is Langton on the inside, Paul Bledsoe on the outside. Chasers battling it out. Langton, of course, comes in here with points lead because of his 96 chase points earned, actually. However, Mark Boston wanting the lead instead. Boston at the line. That's going to prevent Langton from getting 2 bonus points. Ravenhurst now side by side with the 82 through 1 and 2 for the second place. Brady Kita farther back in the pack, starting to lose the draft. Hayner and Bishop already having lost the draft. Nguyen losing touch of the draft as well of the second pack. Steelman still running by himself in 38th. Boston continues to lead. Merrick Ishtar with his surprising run early on in this race. He has a push from Bryce Riles, trying to take second away from Ravenhurst. Spencer now trying to get back towards the front. After a slower start to this race, he's going to take it 3 wide for third in turn 3. Spencer now dropping down low. He's looking to take second away from Ishtar through the trial, but with a push from Carpenter in the 88. Carpenter with a strong car today. He hasn't had the luck on the super speedways that he wanted to this season so far. Mahari in the 71 now taking it 3 wide for third, going through 1 and 2. This front pack getting very, very dicey up here, as Jesse Dalton is leading the backpack at just under 6 seconds behind. Looks like the second pack might actually be catching the front pack, as the front pack is getting more racier. Unfortunately, so is the back half of the field. Boston with another strong super speedway car today. Can he get his second win this season despite missing out on the chase? Bledsoe now making it 3 wide for fourth as they come across the line. Maybe 3 wide for second. Spencer Racing was 1-2 at the line, but it's going to be Bledsoe taking second away, with Ryan Vaughn taking third. He led the first few laps of this race. Paul Bledsoe now dropping low. Ryan Vaughn pushing him next to the 13, side by side through turns 3 and 4. Mark Boston, no drafting help. He's going to try and block Crago in the 62. Not going to work. Crago's going to take third with a push from fellow Dodge Alex Miller. Mahari tries to drop down in front of the 47. Can't quite get there, though. Mark Boston going to find the 6th position in line. Langton taking 5th. The front pack now slowly becoming more single file. Crago now ruining his own commentary. I say as if I'm talking in the third person. As he's going to try and take second away from Vaughn with a push from Langton in 82. As for a moment there, I thought we were going to have pit stops. Crago throws the block on Langton as Bledsoe throws the block on Crago. 3 cars, all with a 2 as their secondary number. That made no sense. Anyways, 32, 62, 82. All right in the line with 13 and 47 for your top 5. And the backpack has been slowly catching. It was almost 6 seconds. Now it's 5.6 at the previous lap. Langton now side by side of the Crago through turns 3 and 4 for second. Ravenhurst going to possibly get side by side of the Crago, exiting the corner. Vaughn thinking about taking it 3 wide, but he has no drafting help. He's going to have to stay back in line. Ooh, and Ishtar had to run on the high side because of that and gets forced out of line. Working lap number 19 now. As the second pack continues to catch the lead pack. Dalton still leading with the Sonic Hero still in second. Ekroth on the high side of DeMax, down the back straightaway for the 17th position. Kyle Corbett, though, Bryce Riles' teammate, looking to take it 3 wide for 17th in 3 and 4. And he'll take 17th. Lamas now looking to take 18th in a similar fashion. 3 wide with fellow chasers DeMax and Merzlak. Up front, Vaughn now actually has the lead. We missed a major lead change. It's now Nesto's in second. Crago's somehow managed to stay in third, and they're 3 wide for 4th. Miller, Ravenhurst, and Langton. Vaughn's going to lose the lead to Nesto, though. And they're rapidly catching the 51 of what's his name, Steelman, to put him a 3rd lap down. As that second pack still slowly catching the front pack. Lap traffic might play a role in this. 3 wide for the lead. Spencer's going to try and take it and try and get those 2 bonus points for leading a lap. But he's going to have to fend off Jackie Tang and Chase Carpenter. They're 3 wide at the line. Carpenter by inches. But Steelman's going to block the inside lane. It's going to allow the outside to work. They're 4 wide now. Carpenter getting those 2 bonus points by a mere 9 thousandths of a second. And now he's going to be able to get around Steelman on the inside. There's a push from Chasers Langton and Bryce Riles as well. This might actually allow the second field to catch up even quicker now. As Ernesto went from leading this pack to being at the tail end of it within 2 laps. As they're 4 wide once again, farther back in this field. As the lead pack begins to spread out a little bit. Then in second, right behind Chase Carpenter. Riles in third still. Mahari in fourth. Miller in fifth. Boston takes sixth. Vaughn in seventh now. And then the lap car of Steelman as Miller and Boston drop low. Miller trying to force the 71 of Mahari out of line. Can't quite do it though. As the second pack actually lost touch to the first pack a little bit last time by. It's the lead pack now. More so single file and spread out because of the 51 of Steelman. As we just about had a wreck there entering the trial oval between these 3 chasers right here. And yeah, lead pack's now pulling away from the second pack. We're working lap 25, almost already halfway done with this event. Langton now going for the lead. Langton, of course, going for win number 2. While Carpenter is going for an unprecedented 5th win this season. Mahari in the 71, trying to take second away from Carpenter. Langton's going to lead the line. And it was just about a dead tie across the line. Mahari's going to take second at the line, though. As we're just now having a report coming in, NSCA officials have been trying to look at turn number 4 to see if there is actually any fluids on track there. As Carpenter now going to try and retake the lead away from Langton. Of course, with how long it's been since the 3 and 49 blue headers, I doubt there's any fluids on track personally. But we'll see what NSCA officials do. As Steelman actually, despite having that issue, has somehow worked his way up to the 3rd car in this pack, despite being 3 laps down now. Vaughn takes a peek down below Carpenter. Doesn't have the run though, falls back in line. As this pack begins to get a little bit more racy up front. Question now is, when will pit stops happen? How many chasers are in the lead pack? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of the 7 chasers up in this front pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As the 99 Corbett is actually on pit road. as are the 91 and 02, so pit stops might be happening fairly shortly here. As Steelman's going to become just... Oh, Tang gets spun. That's going to bring out a caution. Oh, and Arca brakes galore to Max. Pile drives into the 81 of Tang. Yeah, it looks like Tang just gets spun and pit road. And trying to get turned. Actually, it looks like the Max might have not have been able to see through the smoke as he just turns dead right into the 81 of Tang. And the 12 of Cousins, nowhere to go, has a head-on collision with the 81. Terrible luck for that whole team there. DeMax, of course, gonna be out of this event, as is the 12 of Cousins, as everyone who did not pit yet is going to be coming down pit road. This is also going to bunch up the field, as the 71 of Mahari is staying out. I do not believe the 71 came down pit road. No. So, interesting call by the 71 team to stay out, as the rest of the field that did not come down pit road will now come on in. Cousins still working his way around track. DeMax still sitting on pit road. He has that less pit stall, and of course he got towed. So this is certainly going to be interesting with what the 71 does. Was that a call to lead a lap and stay out, or was that simply just they feel they can make it? Nope, it was a call to stay out and lead a lap. 71 is going to be coming down this time by. DeMac, or the 5 and the 13 also pit. The 51 of Steelman pits. The 91 and the 02 will be tail end of the lead lap. So we will get set to go back racing here in next time by. Steelman's now only going to be considered one lap down, as he has now gotten one of those laps back naturally just by being ahead of Vaughn. It's going to be a very interesting restart here, as we are still more than 20 laps away from the finish. We are past halfway, so there is that. As it will be RJ Bishop leading the field to the green, but it is Ryan Vaughn in the 2. As the green flag comes back out, Vaughn immediately jumping to the outside. That's going to work into his disadvantage, though, as now here comes Spencer back to the inside, the pole sitter, trying to take the lead back away from Ryan Vaughn. Ishtar now looks to take second as the field gets back up to speed down the back straightaway. They are now 3 wide as Ishtar looking to take the lead with a push from the 9 of Jesse Dalton. What a great stop for his crew to get him up front, or towards the front now. Some names we have not seen up front all race long now up here. Lamas, Masami Kiro. The 14 of Andrew Gorman, of all people, is up here. The 84 of DJ McWhorter, who won both exhibition events this season, including the NOS Energy Clash this as the season opener at Daytona. As Lamas is going to take second away from Dalton through 3 and 4. Can Dalton jump back into third in line in front of Asami Hiro? He will. Lamas looking to get his second win of the season. He got his first at a super speedway, of all places, Orlando International Speedway. The front 6 or so cars, single file, as they run 4 wide now. Now back down to 3 wide. Lamas pushed out of line by Dalton. And with no drafting help, he's going to get freight trained on the inside. Gorman now looking to take it 3 wide for third, going into turn 3. Merzlak lets Riles back in line. A big thundering pack of cars now. Running through the tri-oval 4 wide as Vaughn pushes it through the tri-oval. Lamas, of course, with no drafting help, gets back in line, making it 3 wide once again. As Onesto has some sort of issue, he has lost the draft, as his Boston. Actually, Boston hasn't lost the draft, but he's losing touch with it. Onesto already like half a lap down, and it's only been about 3 laps since the restart. Riles, he also is a super speedway winner this season, his only one of the season as well. He's looking to take the lead now away from the 04, as it will be 20 to go now. Ravenhurst trying to take second through 1 and 2. Ryan Vaughn has led a good chunk of this race. He wants to get back up into the lead. So this big pack of cars rumbles down the back straightaway for the 38th time today. And looks like more chasers up front here in the later stages, as Langton now taking third away. Black car of Ray Takita on that inside lane. Trying to get to the inside of the 2 of Vaughn. Can Langton get to the inside of Ravenhurst? He forces the issue. Ravenhurst gives him the room after initially trying to block, but decides not to cause a potential wreck. Good on her. As they're running all sorts of crazy farther back in the field. As Corbett has some sort of issue, he has to back it down. He's now running through the grass on the apron. Kyle Corbett with an issue late in this race. They are coming to 18 to go now. Riles with the lead. Pole sitter Austin Spencer now running third in line. Third on track, 4th in line behind Ray Takita. Once again, a lap down. As Jesse Dalton thinks about taking it 4 wide. As Corbett down and away off of pit road. As now the top 4 drivers are all chasers: Riles, Langton, Spencer, Merzlak. So now they are 4 wide through 1 and 2 as Ravners continues to lose positions. Merzlak now looking to take the position away from Spencer, and he will down the back straightaway. Miller now side by side as they approach the lap car of Corbett. Riles and Langton get by with ease, as does Merzlak. However, here comes the pack. Corbett might be split here, as he is much slower than the rest of the field. The front 3 break away. However, they've got another slow car to approach, and that is the 5 of Ernesto, who did lead earlier this race. The leaders are taking the outside line, surprisingly, and it's working, as Merzlak now loses touch with Riles and Langton. The power of the draft compels you here at Talladega. So Riles and Merzlak and Langton, they might not be able to stay out front as they like for long. So Alex Miller leading a huge... Oh, holy crap, that is a huge speed difference. Then again, these guys didn't lose much momentum. These guys lost a bunch of momentum. So as they increase their speed, these guys continue to pull away. However, that's not to say a big pack won't still run down 3 cars. Might take a little bit though. It's another 3-car breakaway for 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then the huge pack not as far behind. As Spencer now looks to put the top 4 as being chasers once again. And thankfully, this is the first race of the chase, so I don't have to track chase points anymore. Yay! That was just a regular season thing. Anyways. As now, huge head of steam for the 31 of Alana Keshiel. Can't get around Tommy Kiro, as Keshiel actually having a great run so far today now. Late in the going here, as we are approaching 10 to go. But can the big pack catch the small 3 leaders? Or did these guys gain enough of a lead to stay out front for the rest of this race? There is still quite a ways to go here at Talladega. Merzlak now trying to take second from Langton. Langton not going to throw a block and cause a wreck. This is what Riles did not want to see. So now the big pack will have the opportunity to catch the leaders. Merzlak takes second. Riles now actually pulls away just a smidge on the 7 and the 82. Boston and Ernesto all still slow. Ernesto like 20 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field. He must have a cylinder down or something. Langton now side by side with Merzlak once again. 12 to go at Talladega, as the field closes 0.05 of a second. Jesse Dahl in 4th. John Mullen, surprisingly, in 5th. Miller and... Is that Quickborn in 6th? Well, soon to be 7th. Quickborn with a surprising near the front finish. Still way behind any driver ahead of him, though, as he is last in points. Well over a race behind. as Merzlak and Langton continue to battle side by side. As much as Riles is enjoying this, as much as he wants to keep these guys way ahead of the field. Although it appears that they pulled away from the pack a little bit, as now Gorman takes fourth, away from Mullen, who is apparently fourth at the line. It'll be 10 to go at the line. Riles now pulling away from Merzlak and the 82 of Langton. Three chasers at the front. A huge pack of cars trying to run them down. Ray Nikita now. A lap down, but now leading this field. Paul Bledsoe now with a strong run today. Trying to get as much points as he can. As these guys actually continue to pull away from the big pack of cars despite being only 3 cars. Laws of physics be damned, I guess. Actually, I just realized Cody Hayner's up here in the top 10. The draft truly is the great equalizer, I guess. Of course, it helps that, like, there's only been 1 wreck and 3 cars retired because of it. But that's beside the point. "30 cars actually all on the lead lap as and whatnot. So Mark Boston has actually passed, at least on track, Onesto, just by virtue of being 10 miles an hour faster than him. 11 miles an hour, actually. Anyways, back up front, it is now 9 laps to go. As this huge pack of cars still has yet to catch 3 cars that are actually battling for the win here. Merzlak and Langton still battling to see who can potentially get the lead away from Riles. You know, if they put enough effort to try and get around Riles as much as they are trying to get around each other, they might actually be able to win this thing and battle for the win. But they're allowing Riles to pull away just ever so slightly by their constant side-by-side battling. This looks like it will be just a 3-man race. The big pack of cars, which surprisingly, we have not had a big one at Talladega for once, is like unable to catch these guys. Although Onesto might be caught again. Yeah, he's gonna get caught again before the end of this one. Langton takes the spot back away from Merzlak. Grego now up to 4th, and the big pack continues to lose ground on the leaders. And Merzlak now dives back to the inside of the 82, 3 and 4 to take back 2nd. Grego, amazingly enough, still holding on to that 4th position just ahead of Joy Ravenhurst, as the leaders actually get held up behind the 5 of Onesto. This is definitely going to shake things up here late in the going, as we are rapidly approaching 5 to go. Riles, Merzlak, and Langton now just now getting around the 5 of Onesto. Of course, with their lost momentum now, and of course the big pack still has to get around Onesto as well, but this might just allow the big pack to catch up, or at least a few of the drivers from the big pack of cars. now Lana Keshiel sits at the edge of the top 5. Ravenhurst somehow holds on to 6th. And yeah, the big pack basically cut the lead down to half. Krako gonna try the outside of Onesto. And is the only one to get around Onesto thus far. Onesto has to be down a cylinder. Of course, now with Krako having lost about 10 miles an hour momentum, that's going to allow the front 3 to pull away again. 4 laps to go as well. In fact, momentum Krako lost as well as Ishtar, Keshiel, and Bledsoe. In fact, if this big pack gets strung out, actually, they may not have a shot, as Ishtar will now take 4th away from Krako. Bledsoe now working to try and take 5th. And Merzlak is actually still ahead of Langton. Or got back around him. Or something. 3 laps to go now. Krako and Bledsoe just about door slam each other, allowing Ravenhurst to try and take 5th. Langton trying to look low on Merzlak. Merzlak not having any of it. He's going to try and focus on getting on Riles and getting win number 3 of the season. Or does Riles have? No. Wait. Does Riles have 2 wins? I forget. Oh yeah, Riles does have 2 wins. Where did Riles get his 2nd one? Oh yeah, Pikes Peak. Whoops. I forgot Riles has 2 wins this season. I know Merzlak has 2 wins, and I know Langton only has 1. Down the back straightaway. Riles actually pulling away a little bit. Langton's going to look to the inside of the 7. Entering turn 3 and 4. Mark Boston might have something to say about the finish here, as he is running about 10 miles an hour slower on average to the leaders. White flag now out for Bryce Riles, Zen Langton, and Stephen Merzlak. And 7 seconds later for Ishtar, Dalton, Hayner, and the rest of the field. Down the back straightaway, Riles a good car length and a half ahead of the 82. Merzlak currently unable to find a way around Langton. Riles now stuck behind the 13. Can Langton use this to his advantage? No, Riles gonna dive to the inside of the Boston. Merzlak gonna try and take 2nd at the last second. To the line. It's gonna be Riles with the win. But who's gonna take 2nd? Merzlak. Ishtar's gonna take 4th. Dalton 5th as the rest of the field comes flying by. Riles with win number 3 of the season. In the thrilling 3-man battle for the win. Now we just wait for Mark Boston to come around and finish. Oh wait, no. We're waiting for Quick Born. Of course. Alright, where the hell is that 78 car? There he is. As now I have to change these so that we don't fucking say retired. Alright. That's gonna fucking suck. Alright, so. Alright, so. That was Talladega. Man. What an interesting finish. So. It's gonna be. It's either gonna be Fox Hunt or North Wilkesboro next weekend. So. It's either gonna be a road course or a short track. All I know is it's gonna be exciting to see who's able to string together good finishes in order to stay up and within the top 9 in points to advance to the chase, or to the rest of the chase. So, until then, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.